This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Kitchen Concepts Plus.
It's the heart of the home, the first place a family convenes in the morning and where everyone gravitates to after work and school, the kitchen. So it's important that your kitchen is not only functional to meet the needs of your family, but comfortable and pleasing to the eye. That's the goal of the team at Kitchen Concepts Plus in Salisbury. And whatever you have in mind for your kitchen, chances are they can make it happen. In fact, they can probably help you take it to the next level, all without breaking the bank. Imagine walking into a kitchen like this every morning. For the people who live in this Berlin home, there's no imagining. It's reality, thanks to Kitchen Concepts Plus.
This was a really fun project to work with or work on because one, the homeowner had some very specific ideas about what they wanted to do, and two, we were able to do a lot of kind of functional things.
For starters, they wanted to open up the space, which meant addressing a load-bearing wall. That open space allowed Mike and his crew to add other popular design elements. So we're seeing larger islands in the kitchen.
Oh, absolutely. And this was a really important feature for this homeowner, in part for the size to be able to have some seating area at the end, and then have work and prep area here for baking and cooking and prepping.
Right. And then getting this slab took a little bit of doing.
Right, yeah, this is a really interesting piece of quartz, and it has very dynamic grain and veining to it. And so it was really important that it be the focal piece and that we line up the veining perfectly on the island, and also that it flowed through the rest of the kitchen in the same way. So it kind of gave you a feel that it would draw you in.
The larger island also provides more storage space.
Obviously that's super important in the island, but then in part because of the hood over the stove, in part because of we didn't have another really great location, we had to install the microwave under the countertop in the island, which is actually becoming a very popular trend.
More storage was also created up high.
The original layout didn't have the cabinets going all the way to the ceiling, so by extending some of the cabinetry, we gave them some more space vertically in the kitchen, and then even space like above the refrigerator and some pantry storage. So all of that factored in and really just added to the storage.
Finding the balance between the opened space and the inclusion of must-have design elements such as a coffee bar is something Mike and his crew pull on experience to accomplish.
Having a location specifically for a little bar area was part of what they were looking for too, and the only way we could do it is not completely wipe the wall out. So we gave them the best of both worlds and just a compromise.
A compromise that doesn't make the homeowners feel like they're not getting their dream kitchen. For this kitchen, the homeowners knew what features they wanted, and Mike was able to give them a little more.
Probably 3 or 4 were definitely must-haves, like these we definitely want to do, and then some were can we possibly do, and those are fun because if we try to get into what we possibly can do, sometimes we can surprise people and really pull it off.
Mike says the white cabinetry along with the open space is a popular trend, but so is adding a wood tone to the island that ties into the range hood and the quartz countertops.
There's a lot of little details in a project like this that you have to keep in mind in order for it to come out perfectly in the end. Had we done everything else right and didn't pay attention to how the grain flow worked on the countertop, we would have missed because that's such a big element. And there's little details like that really in everything from functionally how doors and drawers work to visually how things get pulled together. So all of that has to be taken into consideration in order to get a really wow factor kind of kitchen.
A wow factor kitchen that was done within a certain budget, taking into account money and time.
When you can tie all that together, give a homeowner what they want, within the time frame and at their budget, then it's a win-win.
And Mike said another part of what made this project so great to work on was the involvement of the homeowners. He says they found some elements such as the lighting above the island, which he says really tied the whole project together.